Hello everybody, welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear Zodiac sign of the Flicker, and it is for the month of December. I'm going to be doing a medicine wheel spread, and I'm using the Tarot of the Light and Shadow. So I'll be doing the initial spread with the Tarot of the Light. I will clarify with the Tarot of the Shadow, and then at the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Sacred Forest Oracle cards. Okay, so for the flickers, we always start in the center of the wheel. And here we start with the Three of Serpents. So this would be the Three of Pentacles, and this is a card of collaboration. It's a card of, it's a kind of card that says teamwork makes the dream work. But it's also a card of recognition. So some of you could be getting recognized for some of your skills or recognized for the work that you have done. But let's clarify that Three of Serpents. So with the Three of Serpents, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, so it can be a card of lying, cheating, and stealing. And being that this is coming up in the shadow, I would just, again, especially because the Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration, and it's a card of working together with other people. The Seven of Swords just says to kind of be mindful of anybody who is, like I said, lying, cheating, or stealing. So just make sure that you know and understand the motives that the other people that you are working with have, is what I would say there. Next, we go over to the east of the wheel. And here we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a card of resting, relaxing, and recovering. So for you flickers this month, resting, relaxing, and recovering is definitely going to be an important aspect of this month. But let's clarify that Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords, we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands, this kind of, so the Eight of Wands is, it's a very fast moving energy. It's a card of gusto and momentum. So I kind of feel for some of you flickers that either the past year or the very least the past couple months has been going very, very fast for you. And again, I can relate to that because I feel like November has just whoosh flown by. So again, I do feel that things have been very fast paced for a lot of you flickers for probably quite some time. And that's why you're receiving this Four of Swords. It's just saying that because things have been moving so fast lately, that it's really time for you to just kind of stop and pause for a minute and allow yourself some time to rest, relax, and recover. And so both rage and raw power sit in the east of the wheel, and kind of the message that's coming through here is that if you're starting to feel like burnout from this Eight of Wands energy, this fast moving energy, you could be sitting in a little bit of rage right now. It could be making you a little bit cranky, and that's why Spirit is saying for you to rest, relax, and recover. On the other side of that, some of you, again, because you know the fast movement and the go of things, you haven't allowed yourself to rest, and this is affecting your raw power. And kind of what Spirit is saying is that if you allow yourself the time this month to rest, relax, and rejuvenate that power, you'll come back in the new year, like I said, at full strength in that raw power. Okay, next we go over to the west of the wheel. And here we have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords that says something is dead, done, and over with. But it also says that this is a blessing for you. Oftentimes, when we experience and endings, we may feel a little sad about it, but again, Spirit is just saying that whatever this ending is that's going to be happening this month, and again, it could be an end to this fast-moving energy that you've been experiencing for quite a while. You could be coming to the end of that, and again, this is going to be a huge blessing for you. But let's clarify that Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords. So again, that's just kind of spirit saying I meant what I said. Okay, is that this ending is really going to be a blessing for you. Now again, in the shadow side, it may not feel in the moment like it is a blessing, but it definitely is a blessing, and it's definitely for your higher good. Next, we move down to the south of the wheel. And here we have the Strength card. And the Strength card is a card of conquering your inner critic. Okay, so that little voice inside your head that criticizes you, that tells you you can't do something or you're not good enough. Okay, this is coming up in the south here, this Strength card, and this is the area of our emotions. Um, so I would say that a lot of you, especially after this ending happens, you will probably feel a lot stronger emotionally, okay? But let's clarify that strength card. All right. With the strength card, we have the Nine of Cups in the shadow. So it's the Nine of Cups is a card of sitting in the energy of what you want. Um, and again, being that this is coming up in the shadow side of things, I would say you probably haven't been up until this point. You haven't been sitting in the energy of what you want. You've just been sitting uh, in the energy of just letting life happen to you is kind of what's coming here. But as you gain this strength from this ending, uh, again, it's going to show you that life is a banquet and there's still so much more out there that is waiting for you. So it's kind of encouraging you to get out there and sit in the energy of what it is that you want, and don't allow that inner critic to stop you from doing that. All right, now we go up to the north of the wheel. And here we have the sun. Now, the sun is the best card in the tarot, no matter what the reading, what else is said in the reading. The sun always gives a positive tone to a reading. And again, this is coming up in the area of our minds in the north. So I do feel like, again, as you let those things end, as you allow yourself that rest and recovery, and you build your strength, you're going to find yourself feeling a lot more happiness and joy and love, and just a connection. I feel like a connectedness with yourself, with those around you, and with spirit. But let's clarify that sun. So with the sun, we have the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords, this is my card of forgiveness. So again, I think that could be where um, this sun energy is coming from. Why we feel so happy, why we feel the love and joy, is because we've healed our hearts. You've allowed yourself forgiveness. You've forgiven yourself, or you've forgiven somebody else. You've forgiven a situation. And again, perhaps this is the ending that we are talking about. Is the end of holding on to those painful things in our heart and in our memories, and allowing yourself to feel the love and joy that is all around you. Next, we go down to the southeast of the wheel. And here we have the Five of Serpents, and this would represent the Five of Pentacles. And now in the southeast, this is where our shadow animal sits. So I am kind of feeling that for some of you flickers, there could be some shadow work that needs tending to. The Five of Pentacles is a card that says, don't draw attention to your weaknesses. So definitely, allow yourself the forgiveness, and especially if there is a situation that, again, you have been carrying some hurt or some guilt around with you, don't draw attention to those things. Like I said, allow yourself to forgive, and focus on your strengths. Focus on the power that it takes to forgive, is something that I would say. But let's clarify that Five of Serpents. Uh, so with the Five of Serpents, again, we have the Four of Swords, but this time it's coming up in the shadow side. So you had the Four of Swords in the light, and now you have the Four of Swords in the shadow. So I would definitely say, um, it almost feels like you feel guilty about allowing yourself to rest. It's like, I don't know, it's like you feel this pressure for some reason to keep going, to keep moving. But again, this is twice that you have gotten the Four of Swords. So it definitely says that resting and recovering is going to be super important for you um, this month. Again, um, you could actually, like I said, be facing a little bit of burnout because you just keep going, and you keep pushing yourself. So stop pushing is what it's saying. And don't feel guilty, or try not to feel guilty. If somebody asks you to do something and you don't have the energy to do it, just say no. You don't even need to give them any explanation or anything. No is a complete sentence. No, I can't help you. Or just no. No, no. Okay, I do feel like that could be an important thing for you. For some of you this month is just saying no. And like I said, um, being very having strong boundaries around allowing yourself that rest and relaxation and recovery. Okay, next we go over to the southwest of the wheel, and here we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is my card of a spiritual search. Okay, so some of you could be searching for something. And really, okay, so southwest of the wheel, that's where our dreamer animal sits. It's the sacred dream of life, but it's also the Kachinas. And the Kachinas are the creators and the keeper of the 3D world, okay? So kind of actually what I'm feeling with this Hierophant card, um, it's almost like a need. Need also sits down in the southwest of a wheel, and it's almost like a need to connect to a higher power, a need to connect with Mother Earth. Um, so I do feel like some of you could be on a bit of a spiritual search this month, looking to connect more with your higher self, with spirit, and with Mother Earth. But let's clarify that Hierophant energy. So with the Hierophant, we have the Knight of Swords. So again, um, with the Knight of Swords here, I would say, so the swords are our mind, okay? And again, it's kind of saying, asking for you to, it's weird because the message I'm getting is actually not the Knight of Swords, but um, it's kind of what is coming through here. So I would say that some of you need to journey, or you need to meditate in order to reach or connect with the spirits. Again, whether it be Mother Nature, spirit of the universe itself, or your higher self. Um, and it's kind of saying you got to get out of your head a little bit, and allow your heart to speak to you. I hope that makes sense. Next, we go up to the northwest of the wheel, and here we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups uh, is about, again, having a firm foundation under you and not being rocked by your emotions. It's kind of a card of learning to go with the flow of emotions, okay? The understanding that emotions are like waves. They come and they go, right? There's ups, there's downs. Um, I would say like the problem is when we get stuck in an emotion and then when we sit and stew on that emotion. Um, so this is kind of saying that that is something. So our death animal sits in the northwest of the wheel, and it's kind of saying that that is something that needs to be put to an end. That's something that needs to be uh, that's something that needs to die. It needs to end so that you can have new beginnings. So trust, listen to your emotions, allow them. A great saying that my teacher, Grandmother Karen, or Grandmother Dances in the Night Sky, says is, when you feel an emotion, name it, claim it, and then let it go. So that's the message that's kind of coming through with that King of Cups for you. But let's clarify. So with the King of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords. Um, So the Ace of Swords is like a spark of a new idea. So it kind of feels like, putting an end uh, to uh, to getting stuck in emotions. You're going to have a new idea, a new way of dealing with those things. And it's kind of asking you to shift your perspective. And again, look at your emotions from a different perspective. Um, and again, this has come up now for a couple people in their readings. So it's kind of maybe a collective energy is really making the connection between our thoughts and our emotions because they are connected to each other. They are also connected to our physical body. So when we are stuck in an emotion, oftentimes our thoughts are feeding this emotion and we keep perpetuating it. And as after a length of time, it can start to affect us physically. So just keep that in mind. Be very aware of your emotions and the thoughts that are connected to those emotions. Okay, so the last card in the spread, this is in the northeast of the wheel. And here we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a card that kind of says life is waiting wide open and waiting for you to explore. So again, be curious, go on that spiritual search, connect with Mother Nature, connect with spirit, connect with your higher self, because there are most likely many messages for you that again are going to lead you to a new big wide world that's out there waiting for you. But let's clarify that Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, we have the Hermit. Um, so the Hermit coming up in the shadow, this would say, don't seclude yourself. Don't shut yourself off from people. Okay, that's the exact opposite of what Spirit. Definitely take your time to yourself. Like enjoy some solitude, but don't lock yourself away from people. Okay, and don't lock yourself away from yourself either. It's actually saying that once you've allowed yourself the resting, relaxation, and recovery, it's just going to allow you to let your light out and to shine even brighter than you did before. So I love it. Okay, now we will pull the three main themes for the flickers for the month of December. Okay, so we have ancient oak spirit, strength, maple spirit, generosity, and daffodil fairy, new beginnings. So again, uh, I was with the ancient oak, this strength card. Um, kind of the message coming through. with this again, and you did have the strength card as well, but it's kind of saying that you don't have to prove yourself. Okay, Spirit knows that you are strong. Okay, and you don't have to push yourself beyond your limits in order to prove your strength. You are just naturally strong the way that you are. So allow yourself that rest, allow yourself that recovery, and be generous with yourself. Okay, be very generous with yourself. A lot of self-care, a lot of love, and again, a lot of rest and recovery this month. Because you definitely have some new beginnings coming in for you. Again, you had the Ten of Swords twice, which is an ending, but anytime there is an ending, there is also always a new beginning. So you will be coming in. I would say the new beginning probably comes to you towards the end of the month, possibly into the beginning of next year. So strength, generosity, and new beginnings. Thank you so much, Flickers, for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. And also, I just want to note that I do personal readings, so if that is something that you might be interested, feel free to comment or shoot me a message, and I'd love to set something up with people. So again, thank you for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a great month, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.